what is it doing? Now it is recording. I guess now it is recording. That's good. So this is the setup, one of the possible setups for cross bolsters, which is one of Iyengar's medicinal sequences pose. It happens in any kind of insomnia, depression, mental states. It appears, and it has two versions. One is a bridge pose version in which the shoulders are on the floor, and one is the Viparita Dandasana, inverted staff version in which the shoulders are not on the floor. So compared to the pose Purvottanasana, extreme extension of the east, that is, this pose is a little less strong, and some people with low back pain are doing well with this one. So you see the setup. There are two bolsters. You can use blankets instead of bolsters, and then there are two blocks to support the top bolster, and you sit on the edge of the top bolsters. Now I'm rolling a blanket for my neck. That's a variation. And you see I have there the half block. You can have a blanket or a wedge. You put it behind your chest, close to the edge of the lower angle of the scapula. And I'm going to use that blanket, that roll of blanket, to lengthen my neck. You see, my shoulders are not on the floor, but I'm really, really in the middle of, so I wanted to bring my butt a little bit back. Yeah. So that I have all my back on the support. It's really a short bolster. You can put the support under your pelvis if you have low back pain. And the arms, see, I had a wall there so I could press the elbows up, shoulders down, but the shoulders again are not on the floor. That's a Viparita Dandasana version. And if you have like hypothyroid, this is a great pose for you. A lot of women have that. It's good for any kind of adhesions. If you have polycystic ovary syndrome, you can bring your feet to the sides of the mat. There's a lot of actions in the legs to bring the energy from these long legs into the torso. So you're going to press your heels into the floor and press the inner legs towards each other to bring energy up towards the chest. The chest is the highest point, not the pelvis. And you open your arms out. If you have shoulder issue, then put a bolster on each side or a support on each side, on each arm, under each arm, so that the arm is at the same level as the shoulder joint. Now you might not see that, but my shoulders are in the air. And the head, it's not the back of the head on the floor, but more between the back of the head and the top of the head on the floor. And from time to time you can grab that blanket and lengthen your neck again and again. I here externally rotate the upper arm, rolling the pinky up towards the ceiling. Open all of the pivot points, the arm and the leg connecting to the torso. That's a lot of lymph node. You can clean up your lymph nodes and create circulation there. You let your eyes release. If they are moving around all the time, you keep them open until you can center them in the middle, and then you can close them. And you can stay either in this form or in bending the knee, put the feet on the floor form. Both of them are fine. This one is a little stronger for the lengthening of the organ body, giving it some space. And if you really bring the feet away from each other, then you have even more width in the organic body. The main thing is not to take it to the lower back. Keep the lower back long. When you want to come out of this, you're going to bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. If you have space behind you, you're going to slide. You're going to push the feet forward and slide your body away. If you don't have that, like I didn't have any space behind me to do that maneuver, you can just roll directly, very, very carefully, not to fall, and get yourself into the floor. Rest there a moment, and then you come up by pushing the top hand. Head come up last. The head comes last. You can turn and look at the floor as you push with the top hand. So